Do you want to hear the story? Do you want to hear the tale? Do you want to dig into the details like never before? As I throw your mind for a loop and give you every little, little, bigger. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. And sometimes, you never know what people really think. And, you can tell what they think if they're unresponsive to you. And I'm going crazy right now. I'm not really sure how to start this off, but I'm trying to explain a couple of things here. Um, you know, how the hell? How did I get here? What led up to everything you see before you? What's going on? What's going on with this guy? I think people get confused or they don't understand or they just don't want to know. They're not interested enough. I feel like if you're interested enough, you'll do a little bit of digging. But who really does that much digging? I remember, listening to bands when I was a teenager, right? And I used to listen to a lot of different bands, man. I listened to so much music, a lot of metal and stuff. I wasn't really too much of a sissy. Sissy, who says sissy? I don't know. I don't even know if that's I don't know who the hell says that. But I used to, expose myself to a lot of stuff. I was a fan of a lot of stuff and I didn't really look into too much of it. I wasn't really paying attention to that person or really anything that they were really doing. I was just like, oh, this is kind of the end result. This is kind of the thing that they're giving me, and hey, I like it or I don't like it, and um, it's just crazy, how some of those singers and stuff and bands can appeal to just younger people, and for me, it's just like I don't even know, man. It's just so hard to appeal to people. It seems like it's easier to be hated and an outcast and than anything else. I think that's what most people are. I think most people are probably living that reality where they're not very popular. I didn't used to be very popular as far as people liking me online. Before I this is like before and after the committance, before and after he dedicated himself to thriving in an online environment. Um, because yeah, I don't really like doing stuff in person. I couldn't do stand up comedy live. Jeez, man, way too crazy. No, I wish I could. I wish I did. Probably be better off so I can get booed off stage and then I can give up. You know, they can't boo you off a stage if you're on the internet. They can try though. They can try. They can troll you and say nasty things to you, but you know, I don't know. You got to be stronger than that. I mean, but then again, you probably got to be strong enough to be like, you know what, I'm just done. This is over. I'm just gonna give up. But it's just hard. It's positive activity, dude. You know, if you think about doing comedy like throwing a ball around, you know, it's kind of just like a daily activity that you do. If you want to do it, it's not really that big of a deal. Does it have to be so epic? Oh, everyone, you got to drive the nicest car, have the nicest house, the most attractive wife, the most beautiful kids. That's what success in comedy is. Not really. I mean, for most people it's probably just some fun. Try it out. See if you get anywhere. Um I guess if you really want to succeed though, you probably have to grind tooth and nail every day. Every day forever. That's all you do. That's all you do. That's all you do. That's all you do. That's to become really, really, really good. Yeah. Well, I had a lot of life struggles and stuff. A lot of things happened and not everything worked out the way I wanted it to. And actually, I kind of got thrown into a cruel reality and had to live life, and it's hard, you know? But maybe for some people, it's not that hard. Maybe their lives are pretty easy. They just get a job somewhere and, you know, just live out the rest of their days. Maybe they'll go on a cruise like 10 times in their lifetime or something. I don't know what the hell. Go on vacation a couple times. That's all the real lifers really, just not really anything too exciting, which is completely fine. I mean, I think most people are pretty much bored, especially when you have the amount of entertainment that we have. Isn't that kind of the funny part? It's like you have so many options, but so many people just get so damn bored. Probably the solution is the problem, really. I don't think it's really preventable. Maybe entertainment really does nothing for us if you think about it. If we didn't have it, then we would be bored. But now that we have it, I think we're probably bored too, if not more bored. Probably less bored. I think maybe a little less bored, maybe. Especially when you watch, so many movies, you see so many movies, you play so many video games, you read so many books. And the only thing that's really going to excite you is someone that just goes over the top, over the top, put in way too much work to be able to force you to like the thing that they were a part of, the thing they created, whatever the hell is going on, you know. So, not everybody is willing to do that. Not everybody is a part of a superstar group of people that's going to make something that's so great that the heavens will give it a like. Will hit that like button. Like the divine forces at play will send a wink that way. I appreciated what you did. You know, like getting a cat to watch it. Can you get a cat or a dog to watch it? Does it have to be that good? Be that good that you're appealing to cats now? But anyways, yeah, I had a struggle of a life, but probably not as bad as some people. I still have my two legs somehow. I don't know how that. I'm still here, in pretty decent shape considering everything I've been through. So you know what? I just, to a certain point, I started to think about a lot of different things, and I discovered that I was very foolish several times. I made so many mistakes. So many mistakes led up to the perfection before you. And and at some point, I don't know what the hell happened with me. I don't know what happened with me. Okay, but I was interested in things that most people I know weren't interested in, and I just wanted to do different things. And I think part of it came from boredom, and part of it came from just my spirit being able to do whatever it wants to do, and just not be very concerned about what everybody else is doing or thinking, and trying to, I guess, just optimism, really. Because how are you supposed to feel about a video if you post it online and no one watches it? Because I had that happen a lot. I was making so much stuff, and just no one was there. I don't know. Like, I guess it was just bad. A lot of the time a lot of the time I thought I was pretty good. It was just like, I don't know. I think just to hop on camera and be king of the internet, I don't really think that it's a feasible thing. I don't think it's something that just happens. And I just think like anybody who really succeeds with something did a lot of work behind the scenes, and there was a lot of stuff that led up to it. So I don't know. Maybe it happens with some people. They're just so gifted, I guess. It's probably a very low percentage, though. I don't know. I just feel like no matter who you are, you probably got to work a little bit. I don't know what the deal is. It's beyond incomprehensible, really. How do you trend online? I don't even know. Work and do something over and over and over until you get lucky, basically. You know, just throw shots until you make a point, until you score. I don't know. Seems to be the way. Just keep on throwing it at that basket or whatever. Whatever, kicking that soccer ball, hitting that football. It's kind of probably the same concept. You know, so determined to hit that goal, and maybe one day you finally will. Geez, soccer is so hard to score points. Wow. Um, ever watch a soccer game? Wow. Wow. You don't really score too many points. Um, I don't know. I don't even know. I've watched it like once, so I don't even know. But yeah, at some point, I was wanting to do different things, and I've at first I was writing poetry, like not comedic at all, like not fun, very dark stuff, and not dark all the time. It was pretty creative, imaginative, detailed, and just I've done so much stuff with that, and then drawing, and so I had a rough life, and then I started to settle down a little bit, and had a pretty crazy time, pretty crazy person. And but I started to just kind of live day to day and do different things, and even put my craziness online for people, like some kind of freak show or something. That seems to be what most people do, anyways. Even if they look so clean cut and chiseled, I still think there's something about them that people are interested in because they're just wacky and crazy. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. My brain died just now. I don't know. It went to sleep, but I'm still awake. But yeah, so I started to do a lot of different stuff. I was writing books, so I've written a lot of independent books. Just skipping the middleman, just putting stuff online, not really caring about the marketing too much. Just like, you know what? If I build up enough books, maybe someday, stuff will organically reach people. So probably not the best marketing, but I don't know. I guess you save some money and you can just write books if you love writing books. Cause I do like doing, writing books. It almost doesn't even matter. In fact, my books are free on Google Play right now. Seth Kinstall. Go get some if you want. Some of them are pretty explicit and kind of offensive and very explicit. Yeah, they're kind of they're pretty sexually. Some of them are sexually aggressive. So I have a lot of different stuff that I just play around with. It's all just just comedy stuff, man. Come on, give me a break. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I got the wrong impression of what comedy should be. Went way over the top. No, I think that my stuff's pretty decent, for the most part. It's not full of any bigotry as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm a pretty decent guy. Um, but yeah, so I've made a lot of different cartoons, and I was writing horror for a while. So for me, I mean, I wasn't even really doing comedy at first. Like, I was always a funny person though to people. I was always making jokes. Didn't always work out though because some people are just so dramatic or so intense, or their personality just doesn't want to laugh all the time or really be so goofy. It's just the way they are. They're probably living in an action movie or something. I don't know, living in a fantasy land of one or the other. But there's a lot of things that happen to me in life, and then I like to do a lot of creative stuff. So I've made a lot of music, just mixing beats together, trying to make a beat. I don't know, just mix anything. That was kind of what I would do. And of course, the process gets a little bit more complicated if you want to make some more natural sounds. You kind of need some equipment and stuff, and some analog frequencies. Um, so there's just a lot of stuff that goes into music production. Did a lot of vocals, did a lot of music, made a lot of cartoons, try to make independent music, animations, books. I just did a lot of different stuff over the years, just trying to break out, trying to appeal to people, trying to be successful with it. But at the same time, it's just hard to force yourself to do things that people want you to do. Trying to make something popular when you're kind of an artist and stuff is just a challenge that I think never ends. The whole starving artist mentality. So I've essentially been a starving artist over the years, and not really probably a typical one, kind of one that just tries so much different stuff to try to succeed. So it's kind of I don't know. I guess I'm a chameleon. I just try to blend in to a different genre or whatever. Which, I started doing the food videos. That kind of worked out, but I don't know. Just seems like there's a lot of lack of support with it, and trying to get farther. Don't really know what's going to happen. It's just keep on living my life, getting older, and you know, that's pretty much where I am now. I've just done so much stuff, and I start grinding on something, then I start grinding on another thing, and then I go over here, and then I go over there, and it's just what I want to do. And I've been an avid gamer all my life, been completely obsessed with games. So I've played a lot of different games, but I'm probably I mean, as far as me being entertained and my performance as a gamer, it's probably I probably play games for an average amount of time and then drop off like when a lot of other people do. I don't know. It depends on the game. So if you really want to be good at a game, you just gotta you got to game for years and years and years. That's what you got to do. If you want to be good at a game, that doesn't make you a good streamer though. Just being at a good at a game doesn't make you a good streamer. That's completely different. Gaming and streaming games are worlds apart. So, um, but if you're pretty good, maybe you could shock people enough. Got to be like ridiculously good. But yeah, so right now I'm just kind of chilling, grinding, see what I can get done, and probably hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. So, just living my life, dreaming, doing what the hell I want to do. But yeah, it kind of didn't for me. It really didn't start off as me being such a hardcore comedian or person who participates in comedy culture. I guess better way to put it. Um, I believe in the culture. I don't really think just because no one likes your funny video, that you should be ridiculed or hated for that. That seems some of the internet is under the impression that that's what we're doing here, and but that's what some people do, you know, which is kind of ironic because their stuff's like very hateful, but then maybe they're a pretty respectable person on the other side, and they try. It's kind of like a double whammy. It's like a double standard. It's like you're kind of a pos, but maybe you're trying to spin it like you're a respectable gentleman. And so it's like you're running a double narrative. And I don't even know, that's almost the insanity of the internet, isn't it? Running a double narrative of you being such a good person, but you being such a ruthless, brutally honest, ruthless, you know, antagonist at the same time. I don't really know if it works. Maybe you're just performing the whole story inside of your character. You're the hero and the villain all mixed into one. Just a big storybook. But yeah, I've done a lot of different stuff, and I don't know what I should be doing. There's so much stuff I can do, so much stuff I probably should be doing. There's too much stuff for me to accomplish. There's too much for me to create or me to make, for me to do. And that's kind of the reality of the situation that I'm in. There's far too much stuff that I would like to do with my life, and there's just not enough time to do it all. So I have to sit here and be like, well, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, and choose wisely, because as time ticks away, who knows? Uh, I don't want to regret it, but you think about that too. Like you're doing what you love, but are you going to regret it one day? Maybe you could have been doing something else. It's like I don't even know what the hell it would be. My mind is too robotic. My mind needs technical functions to bring out a variety of new appeal, you know. So that's it. I'm out of here.